Thank you so much again, guys. Now we're doing the abdominal area. So I'm going to start by doing dissecting the external oblique. And it's very obvious. Looky here. It's going to be like that, okay? So once we do that, we're going to expose the internal oblique, and then we're also going to expose the transverse abdominis, and also the rectus abdominis, which is going to be the six-pack muscle right in the middle, okay? That's why it's the rectus abdominis. Isn't that coolio, my good friends? So this is gonna be patience. That's what you need when you're doing this muscle, because it's very thin, and you're liable to, you know, cut into it or tear it and stuff like that. Do you see how patient I am? Well, to some extent, because I'm also trying to rush at the same time. So I do my best. So here's what we do. We get our little forceps. It's kind of slippery. It's refusing. Oh, wait, I got it. So I do this deal here, and then I like to gain access a little bit. Do you see the small snippet I made? I didn't go all crazy on it, okay? I didn't all bet crap crazy on it. I just did that, and do you see now? Now I have access. For now, I'm just going to use my pointy end because I don't have too much space on there for now, okay? And then I will revert to the blunt end towards the cat. So I do that, then I go. Now I got room, boom, boom, boom. I'm doing that. And you notice how I'm not cutting too close to the muscle, because I don't want to do that, you know. I only want to cut connective tissue. That's why if you cut the muscle, I'll be like, oh no, that's a big no-no. You see what I'm saying? You see? There is that. That way I could see the edge of it. Do you see the abdominal muscles now we're doing? Boom, boom, boom. It's a lot of fun. You know, sometimes I gain access like that, and then I go like that. So I try to make sure it is in the view so that you guys can at least see how you dissect. Once you see the cobwebs, you know you're good. You see? That's connective tissue. You know? Don't be calling them cobwebs though. You know, it's connective tissue. I just equate them to that because then they look like cobwebs, don't they? It's like Halloween also. It's appropriate. It's gonna be Halloween. Yeah. Do you guys trick or treat?
I take my kids.
Oh yeah, you take your kids.
Are you gonna give us candy?
I might try to give you candy. Because I don't trick or, you know, my neighborhood, we are like the candy capital of this area. So a lot of people come. You know, cars, it will be like traffic jam. I swear to God. I'm not even just saying it. In Zilla, they know we give good candy.
Alright, going to Zilla.
It's true. It happens. So most of the time, I'm not at home because I know they'll be coming to knock. Even if my light is off on the porch, they'll be like, king, 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 king. I'm like, guys, I'm not there. So Zilla, they come. There'll be traffic jam, because they know we give good candy. She's like, I see you. That's a good try. Oh, I give you also a bonus that you guys should. And also, some of you guys are doing pretty well in that midterm 2 that I've been grading. You get like 135%. It's possible with my exams because I got lots of bonus. And this one had lots of bonus. You know, you see, you should have taken advantage of it. I'm telling you, one of you got like 135%. They got like 50 something out of 40. You see what I'm saying? So you should make that person your friend so that you know they can help you out a little bit. What's that, my good friend? Make friends with the guys who are doing good. You know what I'm saying?
Kenzie doesn't want to be.
They don't want to be. Oh, be nice to them. Get them some Halloween candy or something like that. Say, hey, trick or treat, and you give me a bunch of candy. Can you be my friend? Can we study together? What's that? All of you are my friends. Have you noticed I say my good friends for now? By the time we get to the end, it will be my excellent friends. because you're now, we're getting deeper and deeper into the whole relationship. So you are all my friends. Everybody, you're all my best friends.
Dr. Gal.
Yeah, yeah, because he's chill. He doesn't get ruffled. He's just like, okay, it's okay.
He says he's gonna advocate for us.
He's very chill. Yeah, he's very chill. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, I work with him a lot, especially because of his RAU and my McNair. We do some of the similar things. So I work with him quite a bit. Oh, okay. That'll be good. Did you see my good friends?
So the muscle you're holding right now.
This is external oblique, and you see I'm peeling it ever so nicely, ever so gently, because
And there's still connective tissue.
yeah, there's still connective tissue. See all this connective tissue, the cobwebs and stuff. Sometimes it looks really pretty. Yeah, thank you for that, for noticing that, because to me it's looking really pretty right now. Yeah, I'm loving it. So if I put a pin on this flap, external oblique, okay? Voila. And then we do that, and then we're gonna expose the deeper muscles, okay? Isn't that cool?
Transverse Abdominis.
What's that, my good friend?
What's the next one?
The next one, the next muscle?
Yeah,
The next one will be underneath the external oblique will be the internal oblique. And you see the different orientation of the muscle fibers, okay? It will be oriented differently, because they're gonna be like, so me, I like to do the ab wheel when I'm in the thing. I'm still working on it because I still got a little bit of a pouch over here, but you'll forgive me a little bit. But that's what I do. I don't do sit-ups though, because sit-ups will not, we have to do like 1,000,000 of those for it to work. You see, the internal oblique, do you see now? Look here, my friends, look at the orientation of the muscles. Do you see that? And the internal oblique angle, now these ones are going like that. Do you see that? Isn't that? That's the internal oblique. You see what I'm saying? The internal oblique. All this here is internal oblique all the way up to here. Do you see that, my good friends? Isn't that cool? So, internal oblique. Oh, excuse me. Okay? Internal oblique all the way here. So now, I'm going to peel this off again, this connective tissue, to expose. You see, already there it is exposed. Do you see it? Do you see it? You see, 1, 2, 3. That's the six-pack muscle. That will be the rectus abdominis. Do you get it, my good friendsy? My good friendsy? My excellent friends? Oopsie. Oh my God. Did I scare the crap out of you? I'm sorry. Yeah, but we're just making it work because, that's what we got. Did you see now, my good friends? And then we are done here. So you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go ahead and just cut this from the center like that. Do you see now? I've exposed. Do you see how I'm peeling all that off? And it's revealing the muscles. And she's like, that's okay. You see that's how it's working. And then now you could see clearly the transverse abdominis. Gotta be a little careful with it, because these are thin sheets of muscle. They're liable to just tear off on you. Do you see that? Rectus abdominis, you see the six-pack. Sometimes you get an 8-pack if you're blessed, so this one seems to be blessed. Okay, so this is, if I put a pin in the middle, right here, that's the rectus abdominis. That is the six-pack muscle, the famous, washboard abs. This will be it for the cat. Okay, now you see how it's ending right here. Now here it's gonna start another muscle. You see how it ends right there. You see it ends right there. So now, do you see now this muscle orientation here? Do you see it, my good friendsy? My excellent friends? careful now, because this fatty here. Oopsie. I don't want to rip away my... Do you see that? Oh crap. This one had lots of fat. But the fat, you know, makes it easy to separate the muscles though. You just have to be careful not to scratch, not to tear the muscles. Because like I say, again, these are thin sheets of muscle. So it's easy to kind of tear them. So that's why you gotta be careful. Oh, crappity crap. Do you see that now? Ooh, did you see that? What's that? Yeah, I'm trying to expose more the transverse abdominis, okay? Excuse me. Oopsie. Do you see the transverse abdominis now? Do you see it? You see the orientation of the muscle fibers? You see the transverse abdominis, rectus abdominis. Excuse me. So now I don't want to tear off that internal oblique. Do you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I was just exposing this transverse abdominis. So there's that. Got it. It just takes a bit of time, so I apologize, okay? But you gotta be careful. Okay. So there's the fat, and there it is. So you see the transverse abdominis. Do you see the orientation is different? And this one is straight like that. Rectus abdominis, rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, transverse abdominis, internal oblique. Do you see how internal oblique is going at a different orientation like that? Internal oblique, internal oblique. If I put on the flap, external oblique, and that's the end of the day. So let me just beautify this a little bit more, because I appreciate beauty. Do that. You gonna sneeze? No? Okay. Because I thought you were leaving. So I was like, okay, here it comes, here it comes. And then nothing. I was like, ah, okay, that's alright. Okay, my good friends. So that's it. So one more time now, and then we'll shut it down. External oblique, all right. And then this one, internal oblique. And then this one, abdominis, transverse abdominis. Sorry about that. No, this one. I'm sorry. This one is transverse abdominis, transverse abdominis, and then this one will be the rectus femoris, rectus femoris. Yeah. Okay. So, again, rectus femoris, rectus femoris. No. I'm sorry. Rectus abdominis. Whew. Rectus abdominis. I'm already on the rectus femoris, which is right here. So, I scratch that. Let's start again. Rectus abdominis, that's the six-pack muscle. You see this one, you see one here, then another one there, and then another one there. So rectus abdominis, rectus abdominis. Transverse abdominis, transverse abdominis. Internal oblique, the outside flap. External oblique, external oblique. So I normally choose two, right? Guess which two I'll figure out. If I choose the external oblique, I'm not going to choose internal oblique. I'm obviously going to choose either the rectus abdominis or the transverse abdominis. You see what I'm saying? That's how I do it. And I'm telling you exactly what's happening in the exam. And you can't say I didn't tell you. Okay, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up, my good friend.